Hello, pen friends. I am Tiff. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. And today we have currently inked for March. March really ran up on me and I just wasn't prepared. It's just been so much going on, so apologies for the late-ish video, but we're gonna get her done. So I have 7 pens here and 7 inks that they have already been inked with. My ink journal will consist of the Hobonichi Techo Day Free, and it is housed in my Chic Sparrow cover in the Odyssey line. My pens are in the Galen leather pen holder, and this is in the green Crazy Horse. And my ink vial holder and nib holder, I will have this linked below in case anyone is wondering where I got this from. It is so cute. I love it. Look, y'all, it's magnetic. Look at that. Little magnets on it. So yeah, that is just so cute, so adorable. I love it. But yeah, let's zoom in and get started. My first pen is the Jinhao 82. This actually was all black, but I also have a brown and red Jinhao, and I kind of franken-penned it. And I took the finials off of the brown pen and added it to the black one, and I just really liked the way that looked. It looks so classy to me. Surprisingly, this is a really good writer. This is in a fine nib, steel nib, and it is inked with Diatramentus Deepwater in black green. And I am going to be swatching with my Kakamori brass dip nib. This is a gorgeous green. It's pretty dark, pretty black, but it's still really pretty. Oops. Oh, crap. Did I just do that? Shoot. Oh, well, that's what happens. We're going to keep it moving. This is the Diatramentus. Black green. And you know I was supposed to write the pen first, but this one's going to be backwards. My bad. And it is in the Jinhao 82 with a fine nib. This nib writes so well. I mean, gosh, look at that. Ooh, that just drives me crazy. I was just really shocked at how well this nib writes. I do have 2 others, one in a fine and one in an extra fine, and the extra fine not so much, but this fine is just perfect. And this is not really a matchy. I know that I normally like to do that, but for a black pen, I feel like I can put any ink in there. But forgive the swatch, but this is the Diatramentus black green and the Jinhao 82 with a fine nib. Next is the TWSBI Diamond 580 in silver, and this has an extra fine nib. I've been quite impressed with this pen thus far. We are halfway through March, so yes, I've already started using these pens, and it is inked with the fabulous Robert Oster and the Rose Gold Antiqua. Now, I am going to agitate it so that you can see the gold shimmer in the swatch. Because the pen is already inked and it does not have, I didn't agitate it when I filled the pen. But for the swatch, for those that do want the shimmer, that would be the swatch for you. And this color in this pen, again, it is just fabulous. All right, we have the TWSBI Diamond 580 in silver, and this is with an extra fine nib, inked with Robert Oster. Is it Oster or Oster? I always say Oster. Rose Gold Antiqua. And this color, oh my goodness. If you have not tried, if you like dusty pinks, this would be this is the color for you, especially if you enjoy a dusty pink with a little bit of shimmer. Again, I'm not big on shimmer when I am using a fine nib, which is what I normally use, either fine or extra fine. Some people do, and it's great. I like sheen more than I like shimmer, so not having shimmer, not inking it with the shimmer is fine with me. I basically just skim off the top when I ink and don't go all the way to the bottom. I don't agitate the vial and don't ink from the bottom of the vial, and all I get is the base color without the shimmer, and that's fine with me. So, yep, this is the TWSBI Diamond 580. Next is the Pelikan M400 in the white tortoise. This has an extra fine nib. And of course, if you know Pelikans, an extra fine is not very fine, but it is inked with Faber-Castell Olive Green. And not sure if you've noticed, but I'm kind of having a greenish theme here. Let's get this up. It is March, and to be fairly traditional, you know, it's St. Patrick's Day this month, and I did want to pull in some of my green pens as well as some of my green inks, but I also wanted to have a pink for hashtag Marching Pink. All right, here we have the Pelikan M400 with an extra fine nib. And I hope you guys can't hear that noise in the background. It's my dishwasher. I definitely gotta get a new one because this one is just entirely too loud. And this is a great olive green. I mean, it's like perfect middle of the road. It's not leaning too brownish olive. It's not leaning too yellowy olive. It is just a perfect middle of the road olive green. And I think it's a great match. Next is my Santini Italia in the Libra model. And this is the Capri colorway. Y'all, when I say I'm obsessed with this pen, I'm obsessed with this pen. This is a, I think, 14 karat gold. Is it 14 karat gold? No, 18 karat gold, extra fine nib. It has so much bounce to it. And if you look at this, sometimes I just put this in the light and just spin it. And just look at it like, I cannot wait to get another one, but I don't know if there's going to be one that's going to top this one. Just gorgeous. And I have this inked with Inaho. This is in a bottle that I got from Goulet Pens. And I just took I had some smaller 15 ml bottles and just merged them all into that one. And I don't want to tilt because when you get the bottles from Goulet Pens, it's just an empty bottle. It did not have the label on it. So I just cleaned it out really well and made my own label for it. So, but for some reason, I think there's a leak in this bottle. So that's why I don't want to lean it to the side too much. All right. This is my Santini Italia and the Libra Capri. And this is in an extra fine nib. This nib, oh my goodness. This nib is so bouncy, but yet it's smooth. Love it. And I was a little on the fence as to what ink to ink this with when I first got it. You guys, I can put a link to the review of this pen, my first impressions of it when I first unboxed it, and I was trying to figure out what ink to put in here. And normally I like to be a little matchy, but I am pretty happy with the with inking it with Inaho, because Inaho still has greenish tint. It's like a greenish golden brown. I don't know how to describe Inaho. I just know I love it, and I just really hate that it was discontinued. So yeah, I feel like it's a good match, and I hope we're gonna thoroughly enjoy this pen combination this month, but we'll see in a couple of weeks. Next is my Pilot Custom 823 in the demonstrator. This is the clear demonstrator with the black cap tip and finials, and this is inked with Teranishi Guitar Opera Rose. Another lovely, kind of a dusty pink, but this particular ink, I want to say it has a little bit of like maybe a salmon color to it. It's not thoroughly all in all pink, and you'll see it really well once it dries. And this does have a fine, is this a fine? Yeah, a fine nib. This is such a great workhorse pen. Teranishi Opera Rose. I think the last time I inked this pen, I can't remember what color it was, but I do believe I kind of have been digging the pink or the lighter colors, like the pinky browns, the dusty pinks in a demonstrator. I just like to be able to distinguish my color when I have a demonstrator. I don't want to just go black. Even I don't want to go dark brown as much as I love my browns. So I just like to have a really nice color in a demonstrator pen. Next, I have the Pilot Vanishing Point. I have an extra fine gold nib here, and this is inked with Inkibara Granite Green. I'm kind of digging the pink and greens together this month, if you haven't already been able to tell that. For those that are AKA, I'm sure you'll love it because that is their colors. I am not AKA of that sorority, but that is their color, their colorway. And I'm just gonna put green. This is, I don't know if there was ever a color given to this pen, but this is the 30th edition from, is it edition or anniversary? For the Taiwan model. And it's like a hunter green, a deep green. I just put green. I'm not sure exactly which one it is, but I really love the extra fine nib in the vanishing point. I have a fine nib and I have a medium nib as well, but this is my favorite. And this is inked with Inkybara Granite Green. And lastly is my TWSBI Diamond Mini. And this is the white, as you can see, the white with the rose gold trim. And I have this inked. I always have a hard time putting this on. So I'm kind of anal about making sure that my cap lines up correctly with my nib. This is inked with Ferris Wheel Press, Madame Mulberry. And this is kind of a, how do you describe this? It's not a pink. It is not a pink, but I do believe that it changes. Right now it looks kind of grayish purple, but it does turn to like a purpley pink, I want to say, once it's dried. It's a lovely color. We'll see a little bit. We'll see all of these better once they have dried. So this is the TWSBI Diamond Mini. And this has an extra fine nib. And in it is Ferris Wheel Press, Madame Mulberry. And if anyone's wondering, I did not draw this. This came from a Happy Planner sticker book. It was probably about, I don't know, maybe 2 years old. So I wish I had drawn that, but I did not. So that is the last one, the TWSBI Diamond Mini with Ferris Wheel Press, Madame Mulberry. Okay, I think they're all pretty dry, so let's review. First, the Jinhao 82, and it is inked with the Atramentis Black Green. A beautiful, deep hunter green, forest green. I have quite a fine nib, but it still shows up, and you can actually see a little bit of the black sheen on it. So hopefully I will enjoy the writing experience with this pen. But so far, at least here, everything's looking pretty kosher. Next, I have the TWSBI Diamond 580 with an extra fine nib. It is inked with Robert Oster, Rose Gold Antiqua, and if you can see the shimmer, I cannot wait to use this particular ink just for splashes of ink on the page, even though I'm going to be writing without the shimmer. But just to have this beautiful, beautiful ink color to write with the splashes next to it, yeah, I can't wait, and I would definitely show you guys once it's done some of my journaling pages. Next is the Pelikan M400 with the extra fine nib, and it is inked with Faber-Castell Olive Green. And it looks really dark. I want to see there, we can see the actual the green shade of it. It's a beautiful shader. It almost looks like deep, almost black here, but it's not. It is definitely a beautiful deep olive green. Next is Santini Italia, the Libra model with the Capri color with an extra fine nib. And this is inked with Palette of Roshizuku Inaho. Lovely pairing. Even down to the gold trim on the pen. Next is the Pilot Custom 823 with a fine nib, and it is inked with Teranishi Opera Rose, which is a beautiful pink-ish, salmon-ish color. I would not necessarily say that this is a dusty pink to me. I really see the salmon really coming through. It's like a pink salmon mix. and this is always such a reliable writer, so really excited for this combination this month. The Pilot Vanishing Point with the in the green colorway. This has an extra fine gold nib, and it is inked with Inky Bar Granite Green. This is a deep green with lovely kind of a purpley black sheen to it. I'm not sure if that's picking up. I really want it to. I'm not seeing it in the viewfinder, but you can definitely see here in the writing that it is a green, and I just hope it's coming through on the camera. And lastly is the TWSBI Diamond Mini with an extra fine nib, and it is inked with Ferris Wheel Press Madame Mulberry. And as you can see, this is, now that it's dry, it's almost like a pink mixed with a lavender, but it is a gorgeous muted color, a very calming color. But so far, just in this writing here, it seems to be a nice mix of pen and ink, but we're gonna see as we go through the month. And these are all of my pen and ink combinations for the month of March. As you can see, I'm really trying to get into my greens, mix in a little bit of pink because we're going into spring. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did kind of feel like I was all over the place today. I just, even down to just getting ink everywhere. But, you know, sometimes things happen and I'm fine with it. I try to be as transparent as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy using these pens this month, and I can't wait to do my review at the end of the month. Please consider liking and subscribing. Feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.